Hello, Namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. Today, India's stocks hit the headlines because they nosedived after weeks of rallies, which begs the question, what caused the crash? And if you're an investor in India, should you be worried? We'll discuss all of that. Meanwhile, the government is focusing on tech for the next decade, calling it the Techade. We'll tell you why this is critical and the right strategic call. Also, what are the challenges ahead? Speaking of which, Vladimir Putin is threatening a nuclear war. He has issued a new message for Joe Biden. In Pakistan, the president, infamous for corruption, the Mr. 10%, is pulling off a political stunt by saying he'll not take his salary. In the UK, the government is targeting foreign students. We'll tell you how. In Africa, the threat of new colonizers, loan sharks like China and Western firms plundering resources. In Japan, a rocket crashes seconds after takeoff. A special report on the threat that deepfakes pose, featuring a deepfake video of this show, Vantage. And exploring the world beneath, why humans know so little about the deep sea and how we still manage to exploit it. All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Joe Biden and Donald Trump set for an election rematch. The U.S. president and his predecessor secured their parties as nominations. The presidential polls will be held in November. Opinion polls suggest it will be a tight contest. This will be the first rematch in a presidential election in 70 years. Election season in India as well. Will there be assembly elections in Jammu and Kashmir along with the parliamentary polls? The Election Commission is mulling the move. Since 2018, the Union Territory has been without an elected government. Alexei Navalny's ally attacked in Lithuania. Leonid Volkov was struck with a hammer outside his home in Vilnius. Lithuania claims the attack was organized by Russia. It comes almost a month after Navalny died in an Arctic prison. Volkov has blamed Russian President Vladimir Putin for it. Another Chinese property giant in big trouble. Beijing scrambles to bail out China Vanke after Moody's downgraded its credit rating to junk. China's property crisis has already claimed two major developers, Evergrande and Country Garden. In Rwanda, a court upholds the election ban on opposition leader Victoire Ingabire. She won't be able to contest in the July presidential election. Ingabire is a fierce critic of President Paul Kagame. He is widely expected to win a fourth term in office. And the European Parliament gives its final approval to a landmark law on artificial intelligence. It is the world's first major act to regulate AI and models like ChatGPT. The rules will come into force from May, but implementation will begin from 2025.